Hello everyone, welcome to Beyond Mugging. My name is Dr. Abdul Muheeb, and first I would like to introduce myself. Uh, I'm carrying around decades of experience in IPR and market research. I have done PhD in pharmaceutics, and when I was working, I completed a PG diploma in patent law from Nalsar University. And along with that, I am qualified Indian patent agent, Indian trademark agent under Government of India. And I did other regulatory diplomas and other things. And during my working tenure, I helped so many multinational companies to make the decisions where they wanted to launch their product in the market or not, and protected their invention in the Indian Patent Office. So many things I did, and with the carrying of those experience, I thought that this IPR is important because government always talks about IPR. Research institutions talk about IPR, industry talks about IPR. So I thought, what is IPR? Why? Because some small institutions charging around a good amount of the money, like 20,000, 30,000 of the amount of the money to explain in those kind of the things. What I am going to tell you further in the series. तो मुझे लगता है कि वो चीजें इतनी ज्यादा नहीं है जिसके लिए चार्जेस इतना ज्यादा किया जा रहा है, और इस चीज को बार बार बताने की भी जरूरत नहीं है. If I feel that if I'll put all those things in the YouTube in the free of cost, so that every person can benefit from this instead of to joining one institution to another institution, other workshop. So I don't think so. It is completely meaningless, and so that's all. And here, what I'm going to tell you, I'm going to teach you about from basics to advanced level of IPR, right? In the basics, because if you wanted to make a building, the pillars is very important for them. So same, before moving to the advanced level of IPR, analytics, consulting, other things, prosecution, so you need to make your foundation very strong. So I'll try to complete this foundation or basics of IPR in 2 lectures, but if it will need, so maybe we can extend to 3 lectures as well. So what we are going to deliver in the series, and most of my lecture will be PowerPoint presentation or some other way, and because I have this whiteboard, so only, so I'll start this hopefully, and we are not going to make a multiple shot, and we are going to simply teach, and if anything wrong in between, so just keep patience. So start with the basics of IPR. Basics of IPR, what we are going to talk about here, we are going to talk about the fundamental of IPR, right? Fundamental of IPR. In here, you will try to understand the different legal prospect as well as the technical prospect about the IPR. And another thing, what we are after completion of this basics of IPR, we are going to jump into the patent searching and analytics. In patent searching and analytics, why it is required, if you have idea, suppose, right? If you have idea and you just simply thought that I wanted to file a patent, right? But if you feel that there is not any kind of the product present, it is your feeling, right? But your feeling does not make sense. Otherwise, you have confidence with the evidence, right? You have to perform different kind of the searches, that kind of the searches we will try to cover here. All kind of the searches, if you will perform all kind of the searches, so that you can avoid the rejections from the patent office. That's why all kind of the searches playing important role. What the competitive and landscape plays important role. Suppose you have idea, you are coming from the institution, and maybe you are coming from a small industry, you wanted to make a collaboration, so that the landscape study and competitive intelligence kind of the study can tell you, can gain the knowledge about who is working in your area, and what kind of the, if you wanted to make a collaboration, if you wanted to sell your product, so you can learn all those things under coming under this, right? So that's why the searching will be playing a very important role before filing of this. Before filing of this, suppose you are clear with the idea, you make a product, you make a some method, and you perform. You feel that okay, there is not at all any kind of the product present in the past. So in that way, what you have to do, you have to draft it. What you have to draft, you have to draft your technical document. You have to draft your technical document in that way so that the maximum coverage you can gain from the Indian Patent Office, right? So the broadest, we will talk each and everything in very detail. The broadest claim you have, your protection is very good, considered as a very good, so you have to draft your patent in that way. You have to understand, because in the patent, just clear with that, claim is the legal document, you know so you need to draft your patent part is very carefully so that you can get the maximum protection. After drafting that, what we are going to teach you, we are going to tell you filing. You don't have to go anywhere to any consulting firm, right? You don't have to go any consulting firm to take a help. Okay, just help us to file the patent, draft the patent part, and do the searching, some basic understanding, go for the hearing on behalf of you. Don't have to do anything. If you will be with me, and then you can understand each and everything very clearly, and you can perform each and everything by yourself. So what I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you all kind of the filing, right? How you can file by yourself, and when you are going to file that time you will have lots of trouble. Maybe you will file a trouble in putting digital signature, where when you will have a trouble in making the forms. You will have a what kind of the information you need to keep in which form, what kind of the fees you have to do. I'll tell you each and everything in a very clear and concise way so that you can file your invention by yourself, and to save money and spend your money in your product development instead of to protecting the invention. And you don't need to go anywhere because I saw so many institutions, so many government institutions, every fourth week, third week, every time they are just conducting the same kind of the monotonous thing. Although after completion of that, I already attended, I just thought, okay, let's attend those kind of the conferences and workshop and gain some knowledge. But this is not at all up to the mark. What I'm simply telling you, those kind of the conferences are not at all up to the mark, and they are not going to train you in that level to make yourself independent. I am going to tell you, because I have experience, I hold those kind of the things. I can tell you what kind of the trouble you will get or you will get not. So in this series, we are going to talk about the completely practical aspect of practical aspect of each and every practical aspect of different kind of the searches, case studies, practical aspect of comparative intelligence, practical aspect of how to file the patent documents. What kind of the troubles you will actually file there, what kind of the hearing notice you can get, how to respond your hearing notice, and how you can prepare your FER response in each and every, how you can draft your patent, how you can write your specification, each and everything. So suppose you drafted your patent, now it is a time for filing it, right? Now it is a time for file. If you have to file your patent office through, you have to file your patent document in the Indian Patent Office. After filing that, what will happen? Your document will be examined. Your document will be examined by the examiner. He will check, okay, this is according to the law. What kind of the patent law is saying that this is aligning your patent law or not, any product is present or not. So both kind of the things examiner will check, right? And so that's why the searching part plays a very crucial role here to protect or defend yourself here, because you already did that, but the examiner is going to do that. So her examiner will share with you the FER response. If they will feel that any kind of the fault is there, they will say share FER, first examination report. You will get the first examination report. You understand what kind of the objection he raised or she raised. then you have to simply check, okay, there you have to counter those kind of objections through your response and submit that. If he will be satisfied, then well and good. If he is not going to satisfy, then he will ask a notice, he will send a notice. जैसे कोर्ट कचहरी में आपके पास नोटिस आता है और आपको जाना पड़ता है कोर्ट में और आपको जाके बताना पड़ता है कि नहीं नहीं मैंने ये करा नहीं करा, क्या हुआ नहीं हुआ. सेम काइंड ऑफ द थिंग्स यू हैव टू डू विद द कंट्रोलर. In front of you will have a controller. You have to argue, you have to defend your invention in front of the controller, and you have to satisfy all his question. If you will able to satisfy that, then you have to file a submission. We will study each and everything in very detail. Just here I am going to tell you a brief overview about each and every scenario. After this, if controller, examiner or controller feel that each and everything is okay, he will grant you document. If he will not, then he will cancel your document, and then you will not have any right to sue anyone who is going to use your invention. So this is all about the IP. First, in this series, we will be completely focusing on the patent part. We will tell you the basics of the trademark. We will tell you the basics of copyright, trademark, trade secret, each and everything. We will tell you the basics, but in the more details, we are going to talk about each and every prospect of the patent only. In our next series, we will talk about her trademark as well. But here we are going to do this. Thank you so much. Have a great day.